everyone, this is your weekend Oracle Quickie with Mars, and I'm on my phone today because my computer's almost dying. I don't want it to die on me like it did last Monday. On Monday it died on me. Luckily I was wrapping it up and you guys knew it was gonna die, so that was a heads up. But yeah, I'm on my phone, no dead. So we're gonna go ahead and be quick about this one because I try to do it as the Oracle, weekend quickie, and sometimes it's longer than the Monday reading. So I will be quick with this one, hopefully, unless a million cards come out, and if a million cards come out, then so be it. That's the way it's supposed to be. So first we're going to do an animal medicine card. I love this deck. I love it. I've had it since I was a little girl. It was my mother's and, my mom and dad's, and I kind of stole it from them. They didn't really use it when they got older anyways, so I, reacquired it, and I really use it a lot. As you guys know, I pretty much pull from this deck every time I do a reading. So I hope everyone's having a good Friday. Yay, it's the weekend. This week was a little bit bumpy, wasn't it? Just a little bit. Mercury went direct, meaning it stopped its retrograde, kind of took pause, and like I like to say, it kind of gave us one more kick in the pants before it's like, okay, bye. I'm gonna be normal now. Gave me a little bit of a kick in the pants on the 3rd, just like, hi. But now it's gonna be moving a little bit more smoothly, even though we're still in the shadow period. Some people are like, well, what's that? Well, yeah, before and after the retrograde, we have shadow periods. So that's when the effects are still there, but they're just not as harsh. So the worst parts, are during the retrograde direct. And so luckily, smooth sailing now, hopefully. So hopefully you'll find a little more clarity, better communication, and all that. So we have 2 animal cards. We typically do not have 2. Interesting ones. So we have bear. So bear is kind of an introspective card. It's about going within the cave, reflection, hibernation. I love it when we get bear for the weekend oracle because it is about that replenishment. It is about going within, and that's what weekends are for. It's kind of when, you're not working. Some of us are, but it's more about going in, sometimes staying home. Even if we go out and party or have fun, we do come back to home on the weekend. And yeah, bear is about that. Bear is about taking that time, introspection. So I'll read you the poem that goes along with bear. We have another card too, so stay tuned for that one right after bear. Bear, invite me into the cave where silence surrounds the answers you gave. So it is about that going within to look for answers. So it's about, the cave is kind of like the womb energy, where it restores, it nourishes. It's the female receptive energy. So when you're in the cave, when you're in the bear cave, you're being very receptive to what comes in here. So I will read you a little bit about this. Bear is also the intuitive side of the brain. It lies in the west. To hibernate, bear travels to the cave, which is the center of the 4 lobes where the pineal gland resides. So it really, truly is about going within. So in the cave, bear seeks answers while he or she is dreaming or hibernating. Bear is then reborn in the spring like the opening of flowers. So it's telling us to take some time to go within, reflect, introspect, so that we could bloom. All so that we could bloom. So, second card, someone thinks we have lizard. What do you think? There is a lizard in this deck, but this is not lizard. What are you guys feeling? I'll test you a little bit. What do you feel? This is not Intuitive Tuesday. I hold Intuitive Tuesday sometimes where I hold something in my hand to write something on a paper, and I ask my group, what do you think this is? What are you feeling? What are you sensing? What are you tasting? And we have a lot of fun with that. I haven't done that in a couple of weeks, though. But yes, so what do you see? What do you feel here on this card? What are you sensing here? Let me know. The comments kind of have a lag, so you might be telling me, and I might just not be seeing it yet. Hello, everyone. So what are you feeling here? We already have bear. We have bear, which is introspection. Oh, that's kind of a close guess, Todd. He says wolf. Gregory says rabbit. We had this card pretty recently. I'll go ahead and reveal it. Lightning. That was the cheeky one, Kim. So, we have dun Coyote. We have Coyote. So we got Coyote, I think, a few weeks ago. Coyote could be a little bit difficult, but it is an eye-opener type medicine. Coyote is the trickster of the universe. It's almost like Roadrunner and Coyote, I'm trying to say. When, everything happens to him, things explode in his face, he sabotages himself. That's what that energy is like. That is what that energy is like. So let me read you the poem that goes along with this. Coyote, you devil, you tricked me once more. Must I sit and ponder what you did it for? So this is about foolishness and trickster humor, the cosmic joke, seeing if the cosmic joke is on you. It's about laughing instead of crying about your circumstances. Some things may become so ridiculous that you just have to laugh about it because there's nothing else to do. So this is a little bit about, you know, see what you're building. Maybe it may crash to the ground if it's not built strongly right now. Don't be too serious as well. I'll read you a little bit about this. If you can't laugh at yourself and your crazy antics, you have lost the game. Coyote always comes calling when things get too serious. The medicine is in laughter and joking so that new viewpoints may be assumed. So when we had this last time, it was reversed. That's a different energy. That's an energy where someone may be coming in and tricking you. That is like a sleazy car salesman type of person. That's kind of like a scam artist type of person. This is a little bit different. It's more about laughing at your own follies. So it's not as serious as the reversed. So it's a little bit more of a lighter energy. Just, you know, don't be too serious. Take a break. And Bear tells us to take a break. That's all about that. And we have steps here. We have the 13, which is 4. That can be about work. It can be about stability, founding your foundation. And Bear is 5. So that is the next step. So that's how I like to see it anyways. So 5 is about going with the flow, going with the changes, things like that. Wonderful. So those are the animals. I really love these together. We have Bear and we have Coyote. Very different energies, but they should work pretty well together in harmony. So what do you think next? I think we're going to do an Avalon card. That's what I'm feeling. I love these cards as well. This is from Colette Baron Reed, and she does a few decks, and they're just wonderful and gorgeous art and all of that stuff, and my second favorite deck for sure. So yeah, I hope this resonates so far. I hope the weekend ones usually do, and the week ones, you know, I hope you guys are getting a lot of insight. As always, please feel free to, you know what, look up Bear Totem Animal, look up Bear Power Animal, or get a reading with me. I do totem spreads. I do a bunch of different animal spreads. I do like relationship ones. I do kind of a past, present, future one, a business one. I do one for businesses. I've done it for myself, and it's really cool. So, yeah, and look up Coyote. Look up the medicine of Coyote. And what I like to say, too, is if you don't have these animals around, which most of it don't have coyotes and bears around to observe, look them up online. Look them up on YouTube and see how they eat, see how they sleep, see how they walk and carry themselves, see how they play. And that really gives us insight, more than we could ever ascertain through a book, how we use that medicine and how it will help us. So, I had a feeling we'd get this card today. It appeared in my head before I even started this video. We have movement. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That is a lovely, interesting card, because this is not really about movement except for the 5 energy. This is a little bit more about going within. Perhaps we're talking about movement of the mind. So 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is a 9 overall. So that is more about the overall big picture and the end of certain chapters of your life. It could be both. Mainly stepping back, looking at everything. So, movement. This marker reminds you that all things change as a cycle of life. This may portend a physical move, or it heralds a release from restriction and waiting. Rejoice, for changes in the air and new things are about to enter your world. This puts you on notice that it's time to broaden your horizons as you move forward on your path. You may travel to a new and foreign place, both physically and inwardly. You may travel to a new and foreign place, both physically and inwardly. I love how it works. It is fortunate and timely to do so. Nothing is ever meant to be static in the ways of the living mystery. Movement brings challenges that must not be resisted, for progress can be made by letting go of what was and welcoming what is and what is yet to come. So it is a fortunate omen. And the other thing about this is we got the mystery card this week, and we're still technically in the week. It's Friday. We got mystery, remember? In this same deck. So it is about trusting the mystery and going with that flow. We're still in that movement of needing to just go with the flow and the path of least resistance, really. So love that for that one. And one more, you know I love the numerology. You know I love the numerology. So for those who are just joining, we have Bear Medicine, introspection, going in the cave for answers. We have Coyote. Laugh. Don't be so serious this week. Maybe Grumpy Bear may be making you a little too serious with this energy. This balances out, saying, not so much. Have fun with it. movement. We always need movement so that there's no stagnancy in our lives. Movement is wonderful. In this 5, see, 4 we could get a little bit stuck in foundation and non-movement in 4 a bit. Sometimes that could be the shadow element of 4. 5 is more about that, ooh, I'm gonna get, nice and wiggly and get the wiggles out and all that kind of stuff. So it's really good balancing. Oh, nice. Well, this is wonderful for bear too. We have the healing card, 66. Nice. I love it when we get the master numbers like that. 66 is a wonderful, the reason why this is healing is 6 is a very nurturing energy. 6 is kind of like the mother nurture, the home, domestic, things like that. That's all has to do with 6. So that is wonderful. And are you guys seeing the steps here? So we have the 13, which is 4, bear 5, and then we have double 6s. Nice. So I'll read you a little bit about healing. It's pretty self-explanatory. So it's an encouragement to expand your understanding of the healing art and the many different ways to heal. This is about Reiki, physical therapy, homeopathy, acupuncture, nursing, counseling, life coaching. There are so many different ways to heal. If something is not working for you right now, try something else. And I'm not going to say that I'm an advocate for medication, but if natural methods are not working for you and if you're suffering, that may be the route that you have to go for now to get to a place where you can finally do the inner work. You get to a place where you're finally stable enough to go in and do that inner work for more permanent healing. That's what I like to say anyways. So it's time to set the wheels in motion. In motion. So it may also be a need to receive body work. So like I said, it's I can never say it, kinesiology, Reiki, acupuncture, cognitive behavioral therapy, any of that stuff, herbal remedies. Your energy field, your aura, observes and stores energy from other people. I cannot talk today. Electrical equipment. Electrical equipment. Every illness and trauma in your surroundings, in your own negative thoughts and emotions. Therefore, it's important to clear your aura regularly to elevate your health and well-being and your overall quality of life. So the affirmation that goes along with this healing card, 66, is, as I heal myself and others, I raise the vibration of the world. As I heal myself and others, I raise the vibration of the world. What's wonderful about that is it's not only about healing yourself, it's about spreading that too. Perhaps you are doing something that's really helping you out health-wise, and it's time to tell someone else, hey, have you tried this? This is really wonderful. It could be so many things. There's so many ways to heal and be healed. So this is a wonderful energy here. And along with movement, look at these lovely blues. So be a little bit fluid in your thinking. Perhaps you're feeling like you're being held back logically to explore some of these avenues of healing. Perhaps you're not open to natural medicine or things like that right now. Just be a little more fluid. Or perhaps you're not open to medication when maybe that's the thing you need right now. You know, it's all very personal. You have to just go within, figure it out, and not be so serious this weekend. Yay! This tells us, whatever. You know, it's a little bit more of a don't worry about it. Don't be too what's the word? Not stable. Well, kind of stagnant. Don't be too stagnant, and don't be too stiff. That's another one I'm getting out of this card. Don't be too stiff. You know, be like a nice relaxed bear, lounging in the cave, fluid movements, fluid breathing. I would say this is a good weekend to just check in with your breath and make sure you are having fluid breathing. Sometimes we tend to hold the breath and tighten up, or we're breathing too hard. It's really hard to just naturally find that middle ground for a lot of us. So it may be a good time while you're in the bear cave to go in and go, okay, let me see, what's my natural breath like? How can I perhaps deepen it a little bit? Maybe I'm getting that some of you should put on some music and breathe along with the music. You know, just synchronize it, the inhales and the exhales with the rhythm and the beat of the music. I'm feeling that would be really good for some of you to do, and it's fun too. So again, healing weekend. Don't be afraid to go in that bear cave. Don't be too grumpy though, because we have Coyote kind of like Why so serious? In movement, go with the flow. I would say go with the flow and heal yourself is really the theme of this weekend. I hope you guys have a wonderful one, and I will see you on Monday. Have a beautiful weekend. Happy Cinco de Mayo. And yeah, I'll see you on Monday for the weekly oracle. Bye, guys.